My high school bully became a cop. He pulled me over for speeding. What he didn't know is that I'm now the police chief who just transferred to his precinct. George Dalton made my sophomore year hell. Every day for 8 months, he'd slam my locker shut on my fingers, trip me in the cafeteria, post edited photos of me online. The teachers loved him. Star quarterback, honor roll, mayor's son. Nobody believed me when I reported it. The worst day was homecoming. He convinced my crush to invite me as a joke. I showed up with flowers. She opened the door laughing. George behind her recording. Did you really think someone would want to go with you? The video blew up online. Tens of thousands of views back in the early days of YouTube. I stopped going to school for 2 weeks. My parents pulled me out and enrolled me elsewhere. I threw myself into martial arts and academics, graduated top of my class, entered the police academy at 19. I worked my way up over 20 years. Beat cop, detective, sergeant, lieutenant. I specialized in internal affairs because I understood what it felt like when people with power abuse it. Last month, I got offered police chief in my hometown. My wife asked if I was sure. I told her I'd made peace with my past. Ironically, the week before I accepted the job, I got pulled over for speeding by George Dalton himself. He didn't recognize me, but the name on his badge stuck in my mind. My first week, I was reviewing personnel files. I flipped to the next folder and froze. George Dalton, officer, 6 years on the force. Same cocky smile, just in uniform now. I pulled his record. 3 excessive force complaints, all dismissed. 2 allegations of planting evidence, both buried. His father was still deeply involved in city politics. Monday, I called an all-hands meeting. 200 officers in the auditorium. George sat in the third row scrolling his phone. He hadn't recognized me. I'd changed completely in 20 years. I implemented new policies that afternoon. Body cameras mandatory. Every complaint triggers automatic investigation. No exceptions. Tuesday, George got his first complaint under the new system. Excessive force during a traffic stop. Body cam showed him slamming a kid's face into his patrol car. The kid was 17, same age I was during homecoming. I assigned the investigation to internal affairs, but sat in on the interview myself. When George walked into my office, he had that same entitled swagger. Chief wants to see me personally? Officer Dalton, I'm reviewing a complaint against you. I slid the folder across. He barely glanced at it. That kid was resisting. The footage shows otherwise. He leaned back. Look, Chief, my father. Your father has no authority over this department. I do. Something in my voice made him actually look at me. I saw the recognition hit. His face went pale. Wait, are you? I took off my glasses. Sophomore year, homecoming. Remember? He started stammering. Listen, that was kids' stuff. You were young. I was traumatized. Let's talk about recent history. 3 excessive force complaints. 2 allegations of evidence tampering. All buried. Those were cleared by a department afraid of your father. I'm not. I opened another file. I spent the weekend reviewing every case you've touched. Found interesting patterns. His hands shook. You can't do this. You're being placed on administrative leave pending investigation. Badge and gun. Now. He didn't move. This is because of high school? This is because you never stopped being a bully. You just found a badge to hide behind. He stood leaning over my desk. You have no idea who you're messing with. I stood too, 6 inches taller than him now. Put your badge and gun on my desk or security will remove you. He threw them down and stormed out. As he reached the door, I said, George. He turned. That video from homecoming? I watched it every day during academy. Reminded me why I wanted this job. To make sure people like you can't hurt people like I was. So thank you. The investigation took 3 months. We found evidence of planted substances, falsified reports, and bribes from his father's business associates. Federal charges are pending. His father quietly stepped down from his city position after the scandal broke. Yesterday, I got a message from the kid whose face George slammed into the patrol car. Thank you for believing me. My school counselor said maybe if I tried being more respectful to police, they'd treat me better. You're the first person with a badge who actually listened. I wrote back, someone should have listened to me too. I'm just making sure the cycle ends here.